Okay, we got this Taxstone paperwork. The fuck? See, it's about to be summertime, man. It's getting hot. A little fly came in here out of nowhere. We got this Taxstone paperwork. Shout out to Troy Ave. He dropped the paperwork. I don't know if everybody's seen it yet. I'm about to show y'all though. Mind you, the nigga went all out though. He ain't just dropped the paperwork. He's selling merch with Taxstone shirt on the front and the paperwork on the back. That's crazy. That's some hustler shit. But he putting this out to let niggas know that Taxstone told, supposedly. So let's read this together. It says, the New York County District Attorney's Office immediately arrested and indicted an individual by the name of Colin. I'm bugging. Hold on. I'm too worried about this food in my teeth. Here we go. I said the New York County District Attorney's Office immediately arrested and indicted an individual by the name of Roland Collins, aka Troy Avenue. Mr. Collins is a recording artist whose artistry is filled with the glorification of... Yo, hold on. See, I was reading this shit and like reading as a newspaper or something. I gotta keep in mind, this is Taxstone's lawyer who wrote this. So let's go again. The New York County District Attorney's Office immediately arrested and indicted an individual by the name of Roland Collins, or Rollin, I don't know his name, aka Troy Avenue. Mr. Collins is a recording artist whose artistry is filled with the glorification of narcotic sales, shootings, and the possession of firearms. That shit took me. What's so crazy about this, that's not even the part that's highlighted. Mr. Collins also has had members of his entourage assault other recording artists. Wow. Pardon me, man. Steak in my teeth. Members of... Yo, this is crazy. This is darker highlighted in red now. The first part was in yellow. This part's red. Members of Mr. Collins' entourage were also involved in another club shooting whereby an innocent bystander was shot and injured in the New York City club. Specifically, a member of Mr. Collins' entourage, who is known as Banga, was charged with that shooting in New York County by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. This is the lawyer saying this. Now, mind you, this is Taxstone's lawyer that... Now, this is in court documents. This is actual court documents they saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go proof, go check and all that shit. And I mean, do y'all due diligence. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go by this. And hold on. At the time of the incident that occurred on 5/25/16, Banga was out on bail for that shooting incident. During the incident on 5/25/16, they wrote wrong right here, was shot and during the incident of he was shot and subsequently died. Mr. Collins was investigated as to that incident and charged to date. Mr. Campbell, unlike Mr. Collins, has not been charged with by state prosecutors. Now, peep this. So they mentioned the shooting, right? And they're saying Banga. They put in parentheses. Then they say he was out on bail for that shooting. When was that shooting? Oh, I thought they had a certain date for it. Okay, that's why I was getting confused. They got the same date. They talking about the 25th as far as Irving Plaza. All right, he was out on bail for that shooting, basically. So they trying to make it like he was a threat to society. He was a thug, you know what I'm saying? So he caused the drama because he was already a live wire. That's what they trying to say. But what's crazy is, I'm saying Banga was shot, was out on bail, investigate. So, Mr. Collins was investigated as to that incident and charged to date. Mr. Campbell, unlike Mr. Collins, has not been charged by state prosecutors. Excuse me. So they saying right here he hasn't been charged by state prosecutors? Hold on. The fire, oh, but that's the thing. They saying he hasn't been charged for the shooting as far as the killing, you know what I'm saying? But the only reason they didn't charge him with the killing is because this is what I'm thinking. He basically had to admit, like after they found out that that was his gun, he had to plea or whatever to the charge of the gun. Then they gonna go from there and try to charge him with the murder, because it's like, okay, you did bring this gun, why would he shoot his friend? Your prints are on it, even your prints are on the clip. You know what I'm saying? That's like before you even get the shooting and all that, before you leave the crib, you doing this. You know what I'm saying? So who does that? You know what I'm saying? Also, they got footage. So the footage is the main thing that's gonna tear you up. You know what I'm saying? The DNA and the footage. But anyway, let me go back to this, man. The firearm charged in the indictment against Mr. Campbell was recovered from a vehicle associated with Mr. Collins, along with 2 illegal firearms. Mr. Collins is observed on video surveillance firing that same weapon in which Mr. Campbell was accused of possessing. The government alleges that there is DNA present on the firearm of Mr. Campbell, as well as 2 other individuals. As the court is aware, both parties are currently awaiting the OCME DNA file. Alright, see, this is the thing though, like I was just mentioning about the clip. See, if Troy Ave's fingerprints were on the clip, then that would mean, like, say for instance, say it was his at the beginning, like he's at home before the party, so he's putting the clip in. That would be like the person that does that. That's who possession it is first, because there's no way that the person that gets it later is gonna do all that. Like, how would you put more bullets in there? You're checking to see how many left. Like, what? Nah, like not in that moment. So, yeah. All right. So anyway, but they're waiting to see the DNA. That's what they saying. They waiting for the DNA. So obviously, hold on. So I'm assuming at this time, when they sent this, they was waiting for all the DNA and all that stuff, but the DNA came. So that's when they put more pressure on Mr. Campbell, aka Taxstone. So anyway, let me go. Mr. Collins is currently being charged with possession of this firearm, obviously, because they caught in his possession, attempted murder, and other related charges in Manhattan Supreme Court stemming from the incident on 5/25/16. Mr. Collins, again, mentioned his name, is currently out on $500,000 bond. Mr. Campbell has not been charged by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office in regards to the incident. Now, this is the thing. Troy Ave is saying that he never told or anything before Taxstone, like he never was saying anything before Taxstone did this paperwork, sent this out. But right here it says that Mr. Collins is already out on bail. So when did he get the bail? What made him get the bail? I can't remember. Because I'm trying not to be biased. I'm saying I'm trying to be fair. So what made Troy Ave get that bail if you couldn't get bail at first? Because I can't remember. I might have to do my research. I have one. Y'all do the research on that. Because this is basically his lawyer complaining because at the same time, Troy Ave got out already. I'm saying that's what it looks like. So anyway. Oh, yeah, he did get out because he dropped that Christmas joint. He got shot on Christmas. So this looks like it was filed in November, maybe. I might be wrong. Anyway. Yeah, November. I don't know. Anyway, let me see. In May, it will be a year since the incident, and Mr. Campbell has yet to be charged. Okay. Procedure history. Mr. Campbell was arrested at his home in Brooklyn on 1/16/17 by New York Police Department without incident. The next day he was arraigned. His bail's $500,000. Oh shit. Is that $500,000? Shit, 500. Yeah, it's $500,000. That can't be no mill. Personal recognizance bond is co-signed by 5 financially responsible. So my question is, because this is the Taxstone paperwork, my question is, because I was on Troy's side when he was breaking it down, but like I said, Troy, from what it's saying right here, Troy's currently out on $500,000 bond. So, and his client has not been charged by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office in regards to the incident. Oh. Because they trying to say, why is Troy Ave out if he's getting charged with attempted murder? And this guy didn't get charged with attempted murder yet, but he's not out. But maybe this is around the time where they're seeing the camera work and all that shit, and they putting 2 and 2 together and and they getting the DNA and all that together. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't did all that shit process with the lawyer. I don't know how this go, but I'm just assuming, like, maybe that's what happened, and that's why he out, and that's why they're in the what's the word? Not in the wind, but they're more like in the unknown area. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out. Like, they're clueless, and it's about to, like, you know what I mean? It's about to hit the fan. But anyway, I don't know, man. What y'all think about this paperwork, man? I think it's crazy, though, like, the shit that they pointing out. You know what I'm saying? See, this is the thing. This yellow part, they want me to actually read this and soak this in. So let me read this again. Mr. Collins is currently being charged with possession of this firearm. Attempted murder. Oh, that's why. Because they're using his name a lot to get their client off, kind of. They're trying to get him a bail. So they're saying this nigga's he's getting charged with possession of it. Also attempted murder. Don't forget the murder. You know what I'm saying? Other related charges, stemming from the incident. He's currently out on bond. So I get what the lawyer trying to do. They trying to give you reason of, like, why can't my client get out too? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, this nigga's got attempted murders. He's the one that you found with the gun. So how the hell can my dude get out? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this probably at the time where they, like, figuring it out, like, he definitely wouldn't shoot his friend. It's a lot of speculation going on. So, you know, the word is getting out. They got fucking witnesses and shit. Like, let's be real. But, again, the nail in the coffin is his man's telling. You know what I'm saying? That other dude. And also the Casanova. They actually put that at court. They had the audio playing. Like, it ain't Casanova's fault. It ain't, like, he didn't really tell on purpose. But they had the wiretap. So, like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Like, you know how niggas be after some shit happen, and he just breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? And shit real. So, yeah, I just wanted to show y'all this, man. You know what I mean? Troy Ave, Maino, Taxstone, Wack100. It's getting crazy. Okay, but for the record, I wanted to tell y'all this. So Troy Ave got out in July 11th, I think, or around July 2016, right? And what did I want to tell y'all about this story that I just saw? Oh, all right. So basically, like, for him to get out of jail, because we was wondering, like, how did he get bail if he was locked up at first? I don't think he had bail at first, but once he, like, you know, if you got bread, that's the thing. Money talks. So if you got bread and you got a good lawyer, and then you got certain stipulations that, like, your bail can come with, as far as, like, for instance, they put him on a bracelet. So he had a monitor. He had a lock on his ankle. Then they put nightclub and travel bans on him, so he couldn't travel nowhere and he couldn't even go party or nothing. Like, they were arguing a little bit. His lawyer was trying to get him to be able to perform and stuff so he could take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to make money if you're going to be in the house. At least can I go out and perform? But they had it to where he had travel bans, so he couldn't even go visit his children. Like, probably his children had to come visit him. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? There's something else I seen with his stipulations. Let me see. What was the other thing I saw? Okay, so it's a $500,000 belt, so that's $500,000, right? So an ankle monitor, he got to be abide by 11 p.m. curfew. He got to stay away from bars, nightclubs, and other venues while he awaits charges of attempted murder and weapons possession stemming from the May 25th shooting. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't a clear, but I think as time went, shit started hitting the fan. They seen footage, they got takes as far as like statements and stuff like that. Then stuff just start coming together. Once you put two and two together, a lot of people get the full picture, you feel me? But I just want to give y'all this, man, so y'all take it how y'all want to and run with it how y'all may. All right? Mock us, block us.